It's an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Thank you.
So in this film, you play a anger management counselor. Do you believe in anger management, or do you think it's a lot of hoopla?
Oh no, I'm totally into touchy-feely stuff.
Are you?
Oh, I love it.
What's the best technique for anger management?
I know it sounds really simple and lame, but I feel like it's tried and true is like taking a few deep breaths, maybe 30.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a lot of breaths.
It's a lot of breaths. Well, sometimes you're really angry.
In this world, if you had to say one person needs to go to anger management, who would you call?
Well, who seems mad all the time? Let me think. I feel like every time I see any clip of like the Real Housewives of anything, they're always yelling at each other, right?
The Real Housewives of anything, just
Of anything.
every city.
Any city.
If you had to play a rageful character, because your character's not too rageful, if you had to find your rage, where do you find it?
In like the people that leave their gum under tables at restaurants. I mean, I still find that hard to believe that people do that. It really is so gross.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And my kids were always like, "Did you know there's gum under here? Ugh, don't go under there."
So on a daily basis, is that what the one thing that would probably drive you?
Yeah,
mad?
although it's also just super gross. I feel like maybe also inconsiderate behavior.
Oh, yep.
Not a fan.
I absolutely adore your comedy. I think you are amazing.
Thanks.
Who inspired your comedy? Inspires you when you kind of were growing up?
Growing up, I watched Saturday Night Live and I watched the original cast. Also, my dad gave us a healthy dose of Mel Brooks movies and Steve Martin movies. If I could play anyone in The Jerk, I think that would make my life complete. And shows like Second City TV and Saturday Night Live were huge influences.
Obviously, it's more terrifying being on Saturday Night Live on a live television show compared to walking into a booth and doing voice acting. Like, what's the difference in the feeling walking into that scenario?
I mean, I'm such an addict of live television that it's totally invigorating and exciting to me. It was scary at first, getting used to it, and then you start getting hooked on the adrenaline, and then you start craving it.
Yeah.
And I just love those moments where you just barely make it into a sketch. Or, one time my friend Anna was, we knew she had a really hard change, and her dress ended up, they couldn't get it, so she came on like with her dress like inside out, and it was like just a slip, and like, it's those moments where you're like, you can't, it's great. I love it.
The last question I got for you, though, is that you played, it's one of my favorite questions to ask anybody, but it's perfect for you because you played a karaoke hostess in duets.
Oh my God, how do you remember that?
It's all in there. It's all
Wow,
in there.
impressive.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
It used to be White Rabbit,
Oh, good one.
and then for a while it was Wanted Dead or Alive, Bon Jovi.
Challenging.
Very. It really builds. So does White Rabbit.
That is too.
Yeah.
It's my pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You too.